How you doing, buddy?
What's going on, man? Feeling good. I'm feeling healthy. I'm feeling young.
It's a little chilly in here, isn't it?
Nope, I'm feeling real good.
You're wearing a coat, though. Would you not be wearing a coat if it wasn't chilly?
Well, I do like it to be cold here in my apartment, you know? I feel like it's all mental. If I tell myself it's all mental, it really is going to be all mental. But I'm feeling good. I'm feeling good. You feeling cold?
I'm real chilly. I'm gonna turn it down.
I say just put a jacket on.
I don't think I want to wear a puffer. I think
You don't?
puffers is going to create too much.
Well, it's cold outside. You got to be ready for everything. If you would like.
I'm gonna use what great human.
How you guys doing? I hope everybody is staying locked in. I appreciate everybody that has joined again on this video. Appreciate all you guys that have been watching our stuff, that have been liking, commenting, subscribing on YouTube, TikTok, Instagram. How you doing today, man? Already walking up in the couch?
I'm doing good, bro.
This is an expensive couch, you know that?
It's a very expensive couch. But
yeah, but you know what? The reason why I don't get upset, because we can afford another couch.
Can I tell you something, though? I will tell you something. This couch is meant to do that.
Oh, really?
Why else would this be like this?
Wow.
You ever thought about that?
How you doing, man?
Because look, that couch is very thin. The brim is thin. I can't sit on that one. You know?
I see that you changed the air. You changed the air in a man's location.
Yeah, I had to.
That's understandable.
Do you want to squabble? We can squabble.
Hope everybody's staying locked in, guys.
I'll scream world star and we can fight.
We're young, as you can tell. We're healthy, but we're focused. We're focused, guys. I told Luis that we got to lock in a podcast. Today's Saturday. It's early. It's early morning. What time is it, Luis?
It's somewhere like 8 something. It's 8:29.
8:29 in the morning on a Saturday. I live right here in the location where all the parties is at, all the bars, all the clubs.
You better give out your address. Like,
no, definitely not. But as we've seen, people walking up still drunk at 8 in the morning. But we're here, we're taking action.
No seas envidioso.
No seas envidioso, es para que, para que los jóvenes aprendan. For the young people to understand that if you really want to get this done, if you want to chase your dreams, you really got to lock in. You got to have fun, you got to enjoy yourself, but you have to lock in. You feel me? You got to lock in. Are you locked in?
I'm locked in. Well, you're talking to someone who doesn't partake in none of those activities. You partake on those activities.
I do. I enjoy myself. I'm young. I'm healthy right now. The businesses are doing great, thank God. But I do want to enjoy myself. I'm single.
What do you think that money would be if you would have invested it into something?
I think the best investment you can be is in yourself.
So
and that right there is investing in myself.
So when you buy those tables and you buy the bottles and you buy the food for the girls and everything, like, you think that's a good investment?
Well,
you think when you're dying you're gonna be like, yeah, that was good?
I think when I'm dying, I'm gonna say, you know what, Raul, you were 22, enjoying yourself.
All right, no, I thought as I was saying it, I realized that the experience is probably worth it.
Yeah. It was just like whenever we were in Puerto Vallarta with my people, we enjoyed ourselves. We're about to go to Jamaica in December. Why would we not enjoy ourselves? Why would I work hard all this year and not enjoy myself in Jamaica?
Well, I can think of one reason why you shouldn't go to a beach.
What? Why would I not go to the beach?
Because you haven't reached your gym goal.
You're right.
And I feel like if you put that aside and you make that like a real goal, and then once you really go out there and you flex all your muscles and you're on the sun, you're like, this is what I wanted to be.
There's a reason why God has not given me that body yet.
Oh, I think it'd be dangerous.
Very dangerous.
You'd be a piece of shit. Like, you already.
I didn't say that. You're a very good sweetheart. I'd be a sweetheart.
You'd be dangerous, dog.
Yeah.
You'd be lethal. If that jawline was like mine, a little sharper.
You hear my bone crack?
Yeah, I don't know why you would say that, but your bones crack a lot, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I broke my knee, so you said I had arthritis.
Yeah, I questioned that.
Yeah, I do have it on my right knee. I broke it. I broke my right knee.
Why? Because you were too heavy?
Well, it's actually a great story.
You were too fat?
I was too fat, yeah. I had all my weight.
Or did someone kick you?
No. It was actually when I played soccer. It
wasn't baseball?
No. It was when I was playing indoor soccer at the time.
Oh, what happened indoor?
Indoor.
What a fucking door.
Yeah, I know I was a nerd. Well, I still am.
No wonder you were fat. You weren't running much.
Nah, I was running. But yeah, it's a quick, valuable lesson, that story, when I broke my knee. Okay? When I tore my knee, and you young guys, pay attention to this story.
You fat fuck.
Okay, anyways. At that moment, when I was 17, 18, I was with, my ex.
You weighed what, 230?
Never. I actually did.
I know.
No, 220.
230.
220, fool.
I remember when you wiggled your tummy, you were 230.
Okay, anyways. When I was 17, 18, somewhere around there, 19, I was with somebody that was a pretty toxic relationship. I'm not gonna lie to you. Okay.
Did you get high off the toxicity though? You know how you can get high off of certain toxic things, whether it be markers,
Yeah, you know
or
what?
alcohol.
That toxicity, I did.
Did you enjoy the highs though?
Yeah, that's what it was. That's how I know. That's what I realized. I didn't know how to get out of the situation.
Because the high was so
I
good.
enjoyed the pain. You feel me?
Oh wow. Oh
But
wow.
anyways, that lesson.
Were you using candles?
Listen, no.
You had wax. Oh, you're hairy, huh? You're hairy,
listen,
huh?
Listen, man, listen.
Oh, that's interesting.
So when I was in that relationship, I was actually living with the girl. I was living. That was
She
my
was
first
providing
mistake.
for you?
She was providing. She was taking care of me.
What?
How crazy is that? That's sad.
That's some
right?
pimp shit. I respect that.
You gotta do what you gotta do.
That's
You feel me?
hard. That's
with
hard.
the pimp jacket, Saint Laurent. You like it?
Yeah, well, you guys want to know something about Raul? Raul, for a long time, he'd wear just expensive things that didn't make sense to buy. And I'd be like, buddy, like, you're wasting all this money, but none of this is, like, looking good. It don't smell good. It don't feel good. It's not good fabric. And I educated him on certain brands that were able to execute things wonderfully, whether it's Saint Laurent, whether it's Louis Vuitton, whatever it may be, whether it's Hugo Boss for a good polo, whether it's Tom Ford for a suit.
You gotta look good, baby. You gotta.
Now,
smell
you got to
good.
look good, but you also got to feel good, and you have to be aware of the quality that you're wearing. You can't just
1,000%.
buy Gucci because it's Gucci.
That was my mistake.
Yeah.
That's all good. You know, you live and you learn.
Yeah, people do that with colognes a lot. And honestly,
and you
dude,
learn.
honestly, dude, the colognes, you really go through, find a good oil base,
Yeah.
and fucking run with
I
it.
will never tell no girl what cologne I use because they're gonna tell their boyfriend.
Yeah, no, and I fucked up, guys. I told Raul what cologne I use, and now we smell like each other. And I love my cologne. I think it's
The girls love it. I'll tell you that.
oh, really? My girlfriend loves my cologne as well.
Aw, my girlfriends love it too.
Yeah, I don't doubt they do. It's a good scent.
It's a great scent.
For any young men that are watching,
Don't tell them.
make sure
Don't
that you
tell
buy
them the
cologne
cologne.
that is not alcohol based.
Yeah.
If you buy alcohol based, it's not gonna be as good.
Let me finish this story though.
Buy a good oil base. It's gonna fuck up your clothes if you spray directly, but it's gonna smell all day.
Just buy new clothes. Work harder. Let me finish this story that it can help somebody out. So at the moment, I was living with that individual in her apartment, right? And it was very toxic, but I couldn't get out of that toxicity. But one Friday night, some friends at the moment, they were my friends. They're not my friends anymore. Oh, and I'm open about that. Anyways, so we went to go play indoor soccer, and I literally ran, broke my knee. But God sent me that for a reason. Why? Because it forced me to move back in my parents. Because at that moment, that girl couldn't take care of me.
Why? Because you didn't have enough dick to give anymore.
Excuse me.
Was it that?
No, listen.
That just dawned on me. What was your? Why? What did you do to earn your staying there? If you don't mind me asking.
Say that one more time.
What did you do for you to even live there? Like, what was it like?
Oh, come
Obviously,
on.
you had to offer something.
Oh, come on.
Right? And when you broke your leg,
I don't gotta say much. You feel me?
when you broke your leg, could you not do it no more?
Which is no, there were 3 legs involved. You feel me? So.
No, but when you broke your leg, could you just not give her the payment no more?
Oh, I gave the payment for sure at all times.
But you were in pain.
I was in pain.
In
Oh,
pa-
1,000%.
In pain giving
You
payments.
have no idea. You have no idea.
Oh, that's terrible.
But yeah.
Is that why you had to move out? Did she ask you?
No.
Or were you just some loser on her bed?
Never a loser on the bed.
On her bed.
Never a loser on her bed. No.
On her,
Never. But I couldn't shower. I couldn't. Yeah. My mother was helping me shower.
You're a grown ass man.
I know,
and you're
man.
hairy, dude.
Yeah, that's why I'll always take care of my mother. She helped me shower at the age of
You're a
19.
hairy guy.
Yeah. But I was covered. I had plastic bags and stuff. Yeah, it was a journey, bro. It was a journey. I never
that's your
talked
mom,
about
though.
that. I know.
She's been
That's
there
why I
before.
always take it. Lock in.
That's what they did when you was a baby.
1,000%. Anyways,
Damn, you was that down bad.
Yeah. I broke my knee, but you know what? That knee was the biggest blessing. Got me out of that situation. And you feel me? I can't do that. Be grateful for your knee. All right? Take care. Stretch. But let me finish.
Stretch now?
I stretch all the time. I stretch. I'm in bed. I'm stretching.
Do a stretch right now.
No. Lock in. Hey, lock in.
Do
Lock
one
in.
of these. Do one of these. Can you do one of these?
Let's lock in. All right? Let me finish the story. Anyways, so
I'm listening to you, but I got to shit on you a little bit.
yeah, so I had to get out of that location because I broke my knee. But at that moment, for those 4 months that I was out, I had to learn how to make money. You feel me? So I started making money online through raffles on Facebook. I started making money online. When I was young, making money online, raffles. I was raffling stuff. You know,
and just to make sure you were following all the proper guidelines to make sure that wasn't considered a lottery, right?
1,000%. Everybody had the same.
Because
just
so we're aware, lotteries are illegal across all 50 states. You can't do a lottery. Make sure that if you are doing a giveaway or a raffle, that everyone has an equal and fair opportunity. Yeah. So I really hope that.
No. It was equal for everybody.
I really hope you weren't breaking the law or bending it.
Not at all. I was not. I was making sure everybody had a fair opportunity to win. And as we've seen results, you can there were results there. But yeah, it was a great.
I didn't know that's why you were doing those raffles.
Yeah. But I was still getting paid for my job at the time. I was getting a weekly check.
Because you had broke your leg?
Yeah. So they gave me a weekly check.
Oh, that's so sweet of them.
Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't say sweet, it's just guidelines, you feel me? Or we would have took them to court. Anyways, but yeah, that's what this knee, thank God it happened. You know, why am I going to be upset about it? You feel me? It taught me the biggest thing that I needed in life. It taught me structured. It taught me how to be on time. You feel me?
I wouldn't amount that to that because you went to Sumner Academy and I'm well aware of how their scheduling was nuts.
Oh, I agree. Sumner Academy.
I think you just being a fat fucking breaking your knee.
I agree, but
I did teach you some things.
It taught me a lot.
But it would you say it got you out of that toxic situation?
Yeah.
But question, do you think if you don't break your knee, you're still there?
Yep.
Really?
1,000%. We wouldn't be here.
So because the pipe.
Yeah.
Do you feel like you were being used?
I would have 3 kids.
Why are you saying that with so much confidence?
I just know.
You're young, bro.
At 1,000%.
3 kids at 22?
Yep.
Nah.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah. When you're in love, you're in love. You feel me? And I was in love.
But why did it fall apart? Like, obviously it was a toxic, but like,
because
she left you because she didn't want to take care of you?
People don't accept you for you. And I need to be accepted for me. But I'm glad you brought up Sumner. I'm glad you brought up Sumner because Sumner Academy
never accepted
Science taught me a lot of things. A lot of things. It taught me how to have a plan. It taught me how to be structured. It taught me how to really be organized with my information. You feel me? Yeah. That's why I have a planner. I learned how to have a planner at Sumner Academy. Some people, when you're a teenager, you don't get taught stuff like that. You don't. You don't get taught how to have a plan. And that's why till at the age of 22, I'm very structured with my plans. This morning, 8 in the morning, I knew I had to be here with Luis. I knew it. I know here at 11, we're going to go look at a house that we're going to potentially wholesale. I know at 1 p.m. I got to eat because I'm trying to eat correctly. I got to eat at 1 p.m. I know at 4 p.m. I got to make sure, boom, 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 I got to call with my real estate student. You need to be structured, and that's what Sumner Academy of Arts and Science taught me. So whenever somebody hits me with, oh, high school is not important, education's not important. Bro, it's important.
Of course it's important.
It's important. Lock in.
And I think scheduling can even be done in different ways. I mean, you can block your hours out. You can say, well, I'm going to be doing this for a set amount of time. I personally don't follow a minute-by-minute schedule. I like to allocate times depending on what I'm feeling at that moment in time, what I feel like I can give my most 100% to. If I'm in the flow state with something, I'm not going to hesitate to not do something else simply because the flow state is very hard to reach. I think me and you can both agree that locking in and really being locked in is a little difficult. Yeah. And if you're already there, I don't like to leave it. So I try personally to just allocate certain times, certain things, knowing that roughly around 12 to 3, I need to eat something, you know? Or from 8 to 11, I know that me and Ro need to execute with so many things, and that's what I need to allocate time to this, you know? Like if we find ourselves in a flow state doing this, I would not hesitate to maybe push some things back. Just because it's valuable once you're there. And realizing that you're there is a very important thing for me. Like understanding that I am doing well now and I'm in the flow state now and I have to continue to keep this flow state moving is important for me to not only recognize but maintain.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, 1,000%. And I'm going to jump on to a conversation about, you just said, yeah, we're working on things right now because we know in the future we're going to win. You feel me? I know you didn't say that specifically, but what I'm trying to get at is at the beginning of this year, I started my TikTok journey.
Yeah, I sent you a picture. That's my thing.
I sent you a picture 2 days ago, a screenshot of a payment.
Yeah.
I sent you a screenshot of a payment, and I feel really good about that.
Let's talk about that.
Yeah.
So I'll be very honest with you guys. Ro has always been the kind of guy that likes attention, and I remember I approached him with a game plan. I told him, hey, I have a thesis. I have an idea of how this thing works. Have some faith in me, and I promise you, you will see benefit. And for the first couple months, Ro had faith in himself, but didn't have faith in the system that I was implementing and the schedule I was trying to implement him on. But I think now you've seen the results, and I'm happy that you were able to put belief in me. And I think I've said this a couple times now, but that means a lot to me. Anyone who believes in me, that will always mean more than anything else, because belief is something that you don't actually earn. You know, you don't actually acquire it very easily. If someone believes in you, they believe in you. If they don't, they don't. There's nothing you can do about that. So thank you. I'm happy that you're able to see returns.
Yeah.
And thank you for putting your faith in my brain. You know.
Yeah, and when he says returns, for the first time, I got my first payment from TikTok. Is it legal to say the amount, or is that not a thing?
I wouldn't disclose that.
Okay. Well, we got our first payment, and all we're gonna do with that money is reinvest it. Okay? Because what I learned, it's all, as a young guy, we need to invest.
Going back to what you're saying about doing things because we know we're going to win in the future, I don't think I do things because I know I'm going to win. Mm-hmm. I'm not confident in that thing, right? Because you're going to learn that you lose sometimes, right? And granted, you can then restructure that and be like, well, I won because I lost. And because for example, you lost in that relationship, but you won because you're no longer in that relationship. So I think losing and winning is maybe the wrong wording and the wrong way of going about it. Correct. Just because you're going to lose and still benefit things sometimes. Because I think there's a beauty in sometimes things end and they run their course and it's over, but then again, it's over. The excitement of it being over and you can have a new beginning is so dope. Like that transition from watching Raul become a depressed loser that's fat to what he's becoming now, just a fat, really cool guy, right? Is really lovely.
No, 1,000%.
Like also, not to mention, as much as I bully you and body shame you, and for all the fat people out there I've offended, I do apologize. I'm anorexic myself, I guess, right?
Why are you offending people? I would never do that.
I mean, I am skinny guy. You're a big guy. But
yeah,
I mean,
I'm a big guy. Can you say that again? I'm a what?
You're a chubby dude,
wow.
Man. But
You're
seeing you progress, is lovely. And the thing is, Raul doesn't body shame me on camera, which I find is
oh no, I don't body shame anybody.
That's false. Raul was body shaming a lot. That's why I'm drinking this fucking water. I'm trying to gain weight.
Drink water. Drink water. When's the last time you drank a gallon of water?
Yeah.
When's the last time you drank water?
I mean, just think about how much water is in a muscle. That's all I'm gonna say.
You gotta drink water. But I'm trying to really educate myself on this water stuff. It also depends what kind of water you're drinking.
Yeah.
You know?
If you're drinking hard water or soft water.
What
kind of? Explain to me what soft water is.
No idea. How about you explain it to the people?
Oh, really?
Yeah.
So waters have different mineral concentrations in them. So hard water would have lots of minerals in it. Soft water would have very little minerals on it. Like a hard water would have high traces of iron and other things of that nature. For example, if you were to get a cup of water from a stream, right, it would be hard water. And also another thing that plays into whether the water is good is the pH. So if it's acidic or not. You know, and that's important for women, and that's why women should drink a lot of water. For us men, it's also important as well because, you know, pH affects our smells and things of that nature. But, yeah, the water that you drink is very important because of the minerals that you're intaking. If you're not taking vitamins, what are you doing, right? Okay. Same thing with you with creatine.
So the person that's not that smart, what you just said, because most people are not smart.
I think that what I said is pretty self-explanatory.
Whenever somebody wants to go to Quick Trip and wants to get a water, what water should they purchase?
See, I've actually haven't done enough research to give you that. I know I also can't just give free advertising.
Well, that's your homework. All right, next
I don't think I want to do free advertising for somebody. What I'd suggest is
you're right. How about we make our own water and we sell it?
We could look into something like that. Yeah, okay. Absolutely. Yeah, but also I think bottled water is something that you should try to stay away from. I know I say that while drinking a plastic bottle, but yeah, try to drink water that is beneficial, you know. But if you need distilled water, drink distilled water. Distilled water, for you, I guess you don't know, is water that doesn't have anything in it. It's just pure H2O.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, on that note, we spoke a little bit about a post that you posted yesterday. Right. The post was, some of us are building from nothing, okay? Some of us are building from no inheritance, just straight grind, straight hustles. And that's me. That's me. I'm building from nothing.
I don't know. I think that post, the original post, what I shared upon it, I think it was really trying to be condescending to people who have good parents, who have a good background. Uh-huh. And I've always said that if someone's parents worked hard or their grandparents worked hard, you can't shame them. Just because that's what the point of their grandparents' work was
1,000%.
for. It was for them to not have to struggle, whether it be go to school or start a business. It's like the guy who gets shit because he's running his dad's company or something. You can't hate on that, right? And I feel like that post was being condescending towards that. But I didn't want to get into too much detail with that because I understand why that perspective is there. Because, I mean, I don't have what you have. Of course, I'm not going to like you. That's just simple concept, right?
Yeah.
So what I said was I highly recommend for everyone to invest in a Roth IRA. And the reason I said this is because it's important for you to set up your future. Like, yes, quick income now is very crucial, right? Like making money now and making money tomorrow, that's important for yourself, right? So you can feed yourself tomorrow. But having money for the long run is also very important, especially in the economy that we live in the fact that we're dealing with so much interest. I highly suggest that people invest into something that is somewhat stable, and the Roth IRA is relatively stable. It will grow pretty consistently, and something that it's just, I highly recommend it. I highly recommend that you look into it. There's different websites that you can look through, but ultimately I suggest that you do your research, decide what you want to invest in, whether you want to be a long-term real estate investor or whether you want to be a short-term person, you know, like what me and Raul do, where we're getting deals in and out. I think there's a lot of different avenues that you can look at. You can also look at different trusts. Like there's real estate development trusts that you can invest in, you know, because if real estate is something that you're interested in and you don't have a lot of money, look at ways that you can invest into real estate. Also, the whole Bitcoin thing. I bought a Bitcoin at 15,000. All right, I remember when it dropped to 13, and I was fucking shitting bricks. I was freaking out. But we're at 33,000. I've doubled my investment, which is wild to think about because 6 months ago I was freaking out that it went down to 13. So I highly suggest that you do some research and try to set yourself up for a future, because you never know if you're gonna break your fucking knee and have to pay expenses, or you never know when you're gonna be silly and not wrap your willy. I don't recommend anyone does that. I highly suggest that we continue to build this nation in the right way. And if you want to build this nation in the right way, you have to have kids in the right way. Don't just fucking have kids because you're having sex. I see too many single mothers out here, and it's really sad. As someone that was raised in an environment similar to that, I'm tired of it. So make sure that you're being smart, and the best way you can be smart and protect yourself is by making good financial decisions. Wouldn't you agree?
1,000%. And be accountable. Be accountable with who you're hanging around with, honestly. Luis has educated me a lot on stocks, on Bitcoin, on various amount of information that I was not aware of. Surround yourself with individuals that want the best for themselves and want to have a team that wants to succeed, wants people to actually elevate, because there's people out there that are winning and there's people out there that want you to win, okay? But it's important for you to be accountable with yourself. You can't join circles without having you right. You can't be in those circles if you're not valuable. And whatever it is, whether it's your mindset, whether it's your health, whether it's what you bring to the table, you need to bring something to the table. I believe so. I believe you always have to do. To an extent. I believe you always have to bring to the table. To an extent. Whether it's, again, mindset. I always like working with individuals that are ready to go. Why? Because that takes me, I don't have to be putting something in their head that they got to believe in themselves. You already have to believe in yourself. Why is it my job to get you to believe in yourself? I don't know. Nobody on the real estate team doesn't believe in themselves. All of them come every Monday morning ready to go. I don't have to put something in their head because they already believe in themselves. And that makes them execute, whether it's cold calling, whether it's door knocking on houses, whether it's communicating with the sellers. They have that confidence and they bring that to the table. That's what I'm trying to get at. I'm not saying you have to bring money to the table. No. I'm not saying you have to look sexy or beautiful. No. But you should work on it, right?
But if that's one of the traits you bring, then fuck it.
Yeah, if that's what you bring, then that's what you bring. But don't position yourself to get your cards that life gave you and say, oh no, well, I got dealt these cards. Well, that's how I'm gonna be for the rest of my life.
And I'll be honest with you, I was at a point like that. I remember for most of my life, I always saw myself going to college and going the lawyer route. And when COVID happened and all my scholarships fell through and everything just started falling to pieces and I couldn't go to school in California because California didn't allow anybody from out of state, I really did feel like the world was against me and that everything had fallen apart. But I think it really was the mindset of, fuck it, if I'm as smart as I think, I'm going to roll the dice and see where I end up. And luckily I've been able to find different avenues, whether it's the stock market or whether it's selling shrimp or whether it's selling houses or whether it's selling contracts or whether it's out there knocking on doors, making money. I've been able to successfully find different avenues, and this is another avenue that I'm looking to explore. So I think sometimes life is not going to go how you planned, and you have to just make the best with the cards that you've dealt, and sometimes the cards are going to be shitty. And those shitty cards might be to your benefit. If you live in a shitty neighborhood, it might be a shitty card, but holler at me or Raul if you see an abandoned house. We might be able to make you some money. It might not be a lot. It might just be $500. It might just be $800.
A referral fee of $800 right there, sent to you in your neighborhood,
and that,
wherever you are. I don't care if you're in California. I don't care if you're in Texas. I don't care if you're in Florida. If you see an ugly house, send it to me on Instagram and, let's work.
And the reason I say that maybe that card that you got dealt, that you live in a bad neighborhood, can be spun is because truthfully, who else is going to be in that bad neighborhood but the person who lives in that bad neighborhood, right? Me and Ro don't have business in somebody's hood, right?
Not at all.
But if you are living in a dilapidated area and you're living in what is falling apart of America, please let me and Ro know, because that's a card that you can use to your advantage. And on top of that, there's other cards that you can pull. Not everyone has to be a drug dealer in the ghetto. You can provide other services, whether it's raking up leaves or whether it's making the neighborhood look better. If you want to be greedy, start an HOA, right? Fuck them over, right?
Ooh,
but I wouldn't recommend that, right? Because that's just rude. You're taking advantage of people around you. I don't like HOAs, but there's money. There's money to be made, depending on how you put on your hat.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Buzz yet or no?
No, it's not buzzed.
Oh, okay.
I think we're around 15 minutes.
Okay. No, that's a great topic that we're hitting right now. Because,
I agree.
Another thing that I do want to mention is the importance of, when you're young, not being afraid of getting guidance, guys. Not being afraid of getting a mentor. Now that I've realized, I was just having a conversation with Luis while we were coming up here. When I was young, when I was 16, 17, I was always looking for somebody that was doing real estate. I was always looking for somebody that was in the restaurant business, because I knew that's what I wanted. And I was never, ever afraid of reaching out to people. I was never afraid of telling you, hey, what can I do for 5 years from now to be in a better position of building that business up? I was never afraid of reaching out to people. I would always either shoot them a message on Facebook. I would go up to the restaurant. I would go up to my counselors. They had no idea who to reach out to, but they would still try. The thing here is trying, guys. You never know who you can get connected with that can help you out, because there's people out there that will help you out. I'm telling you, I've gotten a lot of assistance, but it was my job to reach out to them. It was my job to say, hey, let's go grab dinner, and it's on me. The dinner is on me. Don't forget that you are taking their time. You need to provide something, even if it's a dinner. I'll tell you right now, Luis, there's been people that hit me up here in the city that say, hey, bro, let's get coffee. And the thing is, I do get coffee with them. And I end up paying for the coffee for me and the girl, just because I'm the guy, right? But the thing is, she was the one that reached out to me.
I don't know. Every time I get those messages, I politely decline them, just because I don't know if that'd be. I am up. Have you seen it? I sit on fucking couches. You know, I'm a pretty particular fella, and I don't want to just introduce anybody into my energy. You know,
1,000%. That's what I've learned. I mean, over the years, I've learned that you're just not just gonna accept anything for anything.
No, you can't.
You can't. You just can't. That's why, if you do want to get connected with me regarding wholesaling real estate, I do offer a service. I do offer an opportunity for you to learn, but I do charge, and that's just how it works. That's how it works. I'm not just going to sit for 2 to 3 hours with you and for a lifetime of mentorship just for me to waste my time, because I don't know you personally. I don't know. There's been a lot of students of mine that I teach them, but they don't execute because of their own personal reasons. Whether it's because they don't know how to tell their girlfriend Saturday nights, hey, babe, you know what, tonight I got to work. I got to put in the time. I got to put in, or a Sunday morning, hey, babe, I can't grab breakfast with you this morning because I got to call people, or I got to go door knock on the house. Some people don't know how to say no to that, but that's none of my business. That's none of my. Again, I can't teach people.
Just like some people can't say no to going to the club, right?
That's correct. Last night, you know what I did?
Can't say no to the girl.
You know what I said no last night?
No.
To the club.
I know, which is shocking. I didn't expect that.
Because I knew I had to be ready at 8 in the morning, and Lisa's gonna be mad at me. She was gonna be mad at me if I didn't execute this morning.
I do be having anger problems. Well,
Yep.
Raul, I think we've touched some very valuable topics.
Yep.
I'm happy that we were able to have this conversation. I think it's all over the place, but I think that's what you're going to get with Luis. All right. So if you guys enjoy these random conversations and continue to watch them, they're not on my channel, right? This is on Raul's channel.
This is on my channel, but Luis's channel will be in the comments below. Go give him a like. Go give him a subscribe. Let's get connected, guys. Let's get connected. I appreciate everybody that has been watching. I appreciate all the comments that you guys hit us with.
And give feedback. I know that I interrupt Raul. I know that I do a lot of other things, but let me know so I can
let
go
us know.
back.
Let us know what you guys think. I know somebody commented a great. I want you to go see it. I know you haven't seen it, but some guy commented some great feedback in the last video. Go look at it.
Along the lines of what?
Along the lines is that he sees that you have your best intentions with me,
Right.
and he sees that we are growing as a team,
Right.
and he sees that we are young. He sees that we're locked in, and he said, just keep at it.
Yeah.
Keep at it. But it was long paragraphs. So I want you to go see it.
But I mean, we've seen this year. Consistency is key. Look
We
how
see
far
it.
we've come with consistency.
1000%, guys. Give us a subscribe. We would really appreciate it. Hit us on Instagram, TikTok, wherever you guys want. If you're in Kansas City, let's connect, guys. It's all about who you know, not what you know at the end of the day. But you got to get something up here. Let's get it, baby. You know what you got to do. You got to think. You got to plan. You got to execute. See you in the next video.